Hey guys, welcome back to Kayla's Curls video. Today I'll be showing you guys how I got this beautiful, nice, bouncy Bantu Knot Out on my natural curly hair. Not blow dried, but on my curly hair. So, what I use to wash and condition, I use my whole blends by Garnier Fructis, and this is the Oat Delicacy, and this is a gentle cocooning formula, blooms with a powdery soft fragrance of oat milk and rice cream, bringing to life our wholesome nourishing care for weightless hair. And this really does stand by its words. It did leave my hair soft, moisturized, and lightweight. So what I use to moisturize my roots, my scalp, was my olive oil, and I did mix it with my Fructis style Survivor in level 6. And I use this just to mix it together for extra hold. And then this brings me to my Bodyworks Natural Pudding Soufflé, and this is the coconut shea. I just recently purchased this, so it was my first time using it. I must say it did leave a bit of residue in the front of my hair, and that's the only problem. Other than that, it left my hair soft and manageable and gave my hair great results. I also had my wide tooth comb, which helped me part and to also fluff my hair, and I did use my Peppermint Naturals Oil to take down the Bantu Knot Outs. So if you want to see how I achieved this style, please keep watching. So my hair is freshly washed. I deep conditioned it for about 10 minutes. My hair is nice and moisturized. It's still wet. I did not want it to be dripping wet because it's harder to work on your hair while it's dripping wet, because when it's more to the dry side and a bit damp, it's easier to have a stretched and a more thicker curl rather than having it too thin. So here's my hair freshly washed out the shower. Just washed, so you guys can see the bottom, the back. Nice and moisturized. The Oat Delicacy shampoo and conditioner really worked great in my hair, and it definitely moisturizes, lightens, and softens the hair for sure. So try that out if you can, any of my natural sisters. So here I have my olive oil, and I also have my gel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to combine the both when I section my hair. So first I'm going to use this and mix it a little bit with the olive oil, because I'm going to be using it mostly at my roots and just to moisture so I can detangle. So I'm going to do my hair. I'm going to separate it in half. It's already detangled, so I don't have to detangle. Oops. My finger was like trapping these two pieces. So I want to do the bottom first. Actually, so I'm just going to section, measure at the top. I'm going to take my claw clip and just tie that out of the way. So now I'm going to put that in a section. So I'm not going to make my Bantu Knot Outs too small or too big. I'm just going to make them like in the back, maybe about this size, sectioned into 3. So I'll be sectioning this into 3 because it feels pretty thin to touch. So here's one part. One Bantu Knot Out section. I'm going to tie this out the way with my other hair clip, the claw clip. So now the first step is some olive oil and gel, and I'm only using the gel just to help with keeping my hair in place and to help with hold as well. So let's get started. So here I'm going to take a good amount, not too much for each section, because we are going to be using the Bath and Body Works styling pudding. So I'm just going to put some on my hair because I have a little bit too much on my hands. So I'm going to take my Survivor gel, and I'm going to rub that together so it's not too much of my hair. I'm gonna focus onto the roots. And of course detangle with my paddle brush. Oops, I'm sorry. Hit the microphone. So now that I'm done detangling, I am going to take my Eden Bodyworks Natural Pudding Soufflé. So this is the first time of me trying it. So here it is. So I'm gonna open it. Hands are greasy. So it has this on it. That's the top part. I'm probably gonna use some of that, but you could see, if you could see, you could see that it is a bit of a thicker texture than the curling cream. It's a lot thicker. And because I have some on here, I'm gonna take some from here and add this to my Bantu Knot Outs section. So I'm just gonna do that. Add it roughly and thoroughly. And it's okay if you have a little bit too much product. It's gonna soak into your hair anyways. And that's also a good thing because you want your hair to be moisturized, especially with a Bantu Knot Out. You definitely want your hair to be moisturized. So, it looks small, but that's how it looks when it's wet, like a little bit damp. But that's all product, right? So, yeah. And I like to use a good amount of product on my hair. So I'm just gonna fast forward me doing the Bantu Knot Outs on the back because the top will be easier to show you guys. But I will show you guys how I do it in the back. So there's my first Bantu Knot Out. And one thing I must say, it's a lot easier rather than doing it on blow-dried hair, because when your hair is blow-dried, you know, you have other pieces of hair in the way and you're trying not to get product in any parts of your hair because it's blow-dried. But when it's washed, everything is out the way, and yeah. And I see you got good product. Good amount of product, because it's leaving some extra just to keep it moisturized, and it was easy to add, tuck the ends under. So yeah, that's good. I just wanted to show you guys the definition I got from using the pudding souffle from Eden Bodyworks. So gorgeous. So now I am on to my last two Bantu Knot Outs. I've already added my olive oil and my gel to this part here. So now I'm going to add some Eden's pudding souffle. And I like to add a good amount to each part so that it's nice and moisturized. So while it's drying, it will soak up any of the excess. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to tangle a little bit like I showed you guys in the beginning. And yes, I think I need to cut my ends because my bangs are very long, and I think I need to cut my ends. Well, they don't look that bad, but I feel like I need to cut them. If you feel like you need to trim your hair, it's totally up to you. Not a hairdresser or anything. You know your hair best and you know how it functions best. So there. So now that I've gotten that in, it is time to Bantu Knot Out. So all I'm doing is I'm using both hands just to have an extra hand for help, support, whatever else I need it for. You definitely want to use your hands to the best of your strength when doing the Bantu Knot Outs. So use both hands if you can. So now I'm going to start twisting. I'm almost going to do like a ringlet while I'm twisting, and I'm just twisting until I get the roots all tight right into that Bantu Knot Out area right there. Once I get it to this knob, I'm gonna keep turning, twisting until I feel like a little ball right here at my roots with the hair, and that's the ball right there. And I'm just gonna keep twisting until I form the Bantu Knot Out, which it'll naturally form into the Bantu Knot Out as you twist around. And you want to do it as tight as you can, because you don't want your ends to fall out because your hair is wet. So it's already forming. The Bantu Knot Out's already forming. As you guys can see, just tightening it. So you don't have to have it tight, but I like mine tight for the best results. And tuck those ends right under as you're twisting around. So there's that one. My second to last Bantu Knot Out. So I didn't make them too small or too big. I made them good sizes. They're almost all the same size. So now I'm going to do my last one. So olive oil. This is my last one, finally. And some gel. That to moisturize my hair. This will give it a moisture while I detangle. I get that at the roots as well. Right down to my ends. If you have to spritz water, you can, but my hair's not too dry, so I'm not going to put any water. I think it's wet enough now. So I'm just detangling. Okay. Detangled. I'm taking some of my coconut shea natural putting Soufflé by Bodyworks. Maybe better. Making sure I got that. Detangle a little bit. And start with Bantu. I feel like Lucy from Rugrats, the doll. Angelica's doll. Her doll had like, oh my god, her hair was like chopped up, so it looks like I don't know what's on my head. I should make dolls with Bantu Knot Outs. That would look cool. I only have some, but like, for the daughter, definitely purchase her some natural looking dolls. So, we're getting that right underneath the Bantu Knot Out, right there. And that is my last Bantu Knot Out. This could be a look. This could be a look. So, this is the finished product of me adding my Bantu Knot Outs. So now I'm gonna let it dry. So this is your point. If you're doing this overnight, you can cover it with a satin, what's it called? Head cap, whatever, or a satin scarf. For me, I'm gonna be using a satin scarf, and yeah, I think this could definitely be a look, just for the day. You know, just to let it dry. Because I want it to be perfectly dry before I take it out. That's the only thing about having it wet, doing the Bantu Knot Outs wet, is having to wait for it to dry. So it took about 2 days to dry my Bantu Knot Outs completely. I did have to retwist a couple of them because they were falling out easily because they were wet. And I did have to use a couple hair ties to tie down about 2 of them, I believe. Other than that, everything's good. So I will be using this Peppermint Naturals Oil to help to take down the Bantu Knot Outs. So yeah, let me just fix this a bit for you guys. Alright. You want to unravel carefully. So I have some on my hands. Just untie. Ooh, I love the bounce. So please don't be alarmed. They're throwing things around what toddlers do. This is very big. I noticed it has a little bit of residue from the products. That's okay. So I've taken all of them out. Cute. So now it's time to separate. Starting from the bottom up. I'm adding some oil just to help so there's no frizz. So I'm done unraveling my Bantu Knot Outs. From here you could do whatever you want to your hair, but for me, I'm going to do a quick little style. So of course I need my gel to do my edges. And I'm just going to rub them on today because I don't know where my toothbrush is. So it's just rubbing here at the corners. So I did have a little bit of residue here, and I just kind of pulled it out. Okay. Just gonna do that in my edges. Just use the gel to lay down the edges a little bit, just to have a little neat look. So, and this is how I do my Bantu Knot Outs on my natural, wet, curly hair. So I'm going to take my wide tooth comb and just fluff. You do want to go over sometimes just to make sure you got every section. So, there we go. So I'm going to take my wide tooth comb and just fluff at the roots. And so there's no harsh lines. Okay. So guys, this is the final look. I want to thank you guys so much for coming to Kayla's Curls. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content. And hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. Thanks for coming to Kayla's Curls. Peace out.